Hi, I'm Daniel Andrews, owner and creator of theandrewsfootball.com, and I've got a great video for you. Now, here's the thing. I had a bad week. I went 0-4. Now, here's the thing. The Chiefs did cover, but I called them to win the game. I didn't call them to cover. I called them to win because there's a lot of people out there like, well, you got the two prop bets and you called the Chiefs, so I could really be 3-3. No, I'm going to be 0-4 because that's what I said and that's what my videos say. One thing about Andrews football, when I'm wrong, I say I'm wrong, and that's okay because everybody has a bad week. That's why I preach to have your bankroll and have that to be money that you can afford to burn. Because you have weeks like this, it just happens, and that's the way it is. And that's why I'm not in Vegas right now, and I'm not gambling. It's because right now I can't afford to lose that money because things like this happen. But here I am. I'm going to break down the week and some of the observations that I'm going to make. Now, the NFC, that's boring. Okay, I just got done watching the Monday Night Football game. Everybody knows it's going to be Rams and Saints. Hopefully, they're both 15-1 because that's going to be a lot of fun watching a pair of 15-1 teams playing in the NFC Championship. But the AFC is really, really exciting. You got the Chiefs. They got 2 losses. Steelers, they got 2 losses. Now, they also have a tie, and one of those losses is to Kansas City, so Kansas City has the tiebreaker. New England Patriots, they're fresh off of a bye. They're 7-3. Is it really inconceivable that the Patriots are going to go 6-0 and end up being 13-3? No, it's not. I think it's very likely that they're going to go 13-3, maybe 12-4. But the Patriots are really fighting for that 1 seed right now. So, but the number one thing that's really exciting about the AFC right now is you have 5 teams that are 5-5 fighting for that last playoff spot. And oh yeah, Denver beat the Chargers. They're 4-6. But Broncos fans, you play Pittsburgh next week, so you're pretty much still out of it. But if you beat Pittsburgh, then I'm going to be like, hey, watch out for the Broncos, because once you get into the playoffs, anything could happen. So if the Broncos get hot, they end up in the playoffs, watch out for them. But they play Pittsburgh next week, so let's Denver's still out of it. If they beat Pittsburgh, then hey, let's talk about Denver being a wild card team. But until then, let's put that off the table here. But the 5-5 teams are you got the Dolphins, you have the Ravens, you have the Bengals, you have the Titans. Who's the 4th one here? Oh yeah, you have the Colts, which is actually one of the teams I like the most. Now, here's the very interesting thing about the Colts is that they're improved to 5-5. They're on a 4-game win streak where they're averaging 36.5 points a game. And I love what they did. They had the 3rd pick in the draft, traded down to the 6th pick, got a bunch of picks because they decided to change philosophies. Under Chuck Pagano, they ran a very physical 3-4 scheme, which made sense because the Titans, the Texans, and the Jaguars all like to run the ball. So let's have a big physical defense that's built to stop the run. Makes sense, doesn't it? Well, Frank Reich came in and he said, you know what, I understand what you're doing, but let's do something different. And a lot of it also had to do with the GM from Kansas City, and just boom, I forgot his name. But what they decided to do is go back and do the Tony Dungy strategy, and that's have a smaller, faster defense that's able to create turnovers and has a lot more speed. So what they did in the draft is they had 4 second-round picks. They used 1 pick to pick another guard to help protect the franchise, and then they used 3 front 7 defensive players to add some speed and athleticism to that front 7. So now they're faster, they're more athletic, they can create more turnovers. Because if you're the Colts, you're not trying to win games 17-14. You're trying to win shootouts because you got the best quarterback, easily the best quarterback in the AFC South. So that division, which I thought the Colts were dead and buried, they're trying to rebuild. I thought they were rebuilding the right way. They're progressing a lot faster than I thought. They've won 4 straight, and the offense looks really, really scary. So basically, in my opinion, even though there's 5 teams that have 5 wins, the Colts are one team you have to worry about. The other team's the Bengals. And yes, I'm fully aware that they lost to the Ravens. But here's what I like. You bring in Hugh Jackson. Which team was he the coach of? The Browns. Which team plays the Browns twice? The Bengals. So you have 2 games against the 2 games against the Browns if you're the Bengals. Plus, you have their old head coach there. So I think you have to admit, even if you're a Browns fan, the Bengals have a really good advantage. Probably going to win both of those games. Then they have home games against the Broncos and the Raiders. Both of those are probably wins. So that takes you to 9 wins right there. So that's why I really think that's really a 2-team race, but it's a very exciting 2-team race. Me personally, just as a football fan, I would love to see the Chiefs beat a 1 seed, the Patriots beat a 2 seed, the Bengals make the playoffs of the 6 seed, because who would play in the wild card round? Pittsburgh versus Cincinnati, and I think that would be a very fun and exciting game. So I'm really looking forward to the AFC season being played out. I'm really hoping that this is the last time the Kansas City Chiefs lose, but you never know. It's a very exciting year, and it's very, very, very good time to be a Chiefs fan. So now here's the thing. I have another video I'm going to come out with before Thanksgiving. I'm going to break down all 3 Thanksgiving games for you in case you're that junkie who needs some Thanksgiving action. I got it for you. And by the way, if you're watching this video for the first time, you'll notice down there, there's this little button down there. Bam! Hit that button. Become one of the greatest people on planet Earth. And until next time.